Forgive Me Father 2. Great game so far. Everything that the first game did, this game did better. That's saying something because Forgive Me Father caught me by surprise when I first played it, and it is among my favorite modern boomer shooter, despite its flaws. That said, the game is still in early access, so I have to reserve some judgment, but in the rest of the game, it is quality if not better than what's here. Then it's safe to say that this will be a masterpiece. This game is awesome. If you like dark and punishing games with definitely horror vibe and classic action, guns are cool and useful, lighting works nice, FPS are stable and hitboxes are good, sound is awesome, and locations are good. This game differs a lot of first part. It is a completely new experience. Now we get not a shooter with Lovecraftian vibe, but a horror shooter with a real big part of it being a horror. Also, narrative is very linear now, being only a one note per level, and even then just added to your room in hub. Also, it is now open level in hub and replay as much as you want. Game, what is really good. Character progression is changed completely, mostly in a good way. Now you can get all guns and choose what you need for a mission. A rocket launcher or grenade, not like in first part. Your skills is now useful and easy to use. Combat is a lot more polished this time around. The guns feel more punchy and have greater weight, which the first game lacked for me. The weapon unlocking system has become more streamlined and you are no longer restricted to skill tree system in the first game, which would require you to reset entirely if you decided that you didn't like the weapon. You choose the wanted to opt for the alternative. I didn't mind that the system in the first game and thought it worked fine, but I'm glad that it has been revamped here and to make it less tedious to switch between weapons. Level design is also rock solid. None of them feel too long and have really well paced and even progressions that keeps the momentum going, which is also one of the greatest ratings the first game had, in my opinion. The levels also have enough linearity to give you a clear sense of direction while also not being overly wasted and want to you get lost often and you can have a hard time getting back to track. The only level that I left me wanting more was Frontlines. It felt too short and avoiding the booms was a really neat addition to the level, so I wish there was more to it. Secrets are also more well hidden this time around. The actual encourage you to explore every nook and cranny of the levels. In the first game some secrets were really easy to find, which did not really encourage me to explore every corner I can. I hope the rest of the levels to come maintain these levels of quality. One example of this lack of polish is that the first two levels are not all that great. They feel a bit lackluster, and I think a big part of this is due to the fact that you don't earn enough points to unlock new good goodies until you finish the first couple of levels, or at least that was my experience. So being shown the upgrades you could get had you enough points to buy them, but having to walk away empty-handed because you don't have the points you need yet just left me feeling disappointment. This is the kind of polish and fine-tuning that comes with further development stuff, and I feel pretty confident that this sort of thing will be addressed. With that being said, once you get through the first 2 or 3 levels, the game really kicks into gear and gets really fun. I have seen some reviews complain about the game being somewhat on the short side, with not enough replayability and etc. I don't agree with this sentiment, especially when taking into account that this is only a $15-20 game, not some $70 blockbuster. For the price of this game, it more than delivers to the fans. I have not yet completed the game but have already put in about 4 and 5 hours, and I feel that I have more than gotten my money's worth of enjoyment out of the game. Overall, this is very strong start of the sequel of one of my favorite games in recent memory, and I am excited to see what they have to show for the rest of the game.